complex sword fighting engine, I guess. The sword fights are awesome in this game, and so is the parkour. It's so much fun to get around, and ultimately, I think it really is a superior entry in the series. Even the main story, as far as I'm concerned, is one of the better stories they told, and it's by far my favorite character so far. I know a lot of people love Ezio. I didn't play Assassin's Creed 2 or any of the Ezio ones. I played the first game, which is Altair, which yes, I know. Obviously, everyone says the first game is the worst one, because it's so repetitive. It was just basically a good template. It was just getting started. Um, but nonetheless, I played the first one, and then I jumped back in somewhere along the line. I forget which game. Um, and I just kind of poked my head in and see what was happening. I wasn't feeling it. No Assassin's Creed game had yet, really grabbed me and made me want to see it all the way through. I think that there's something about the characters that just didn't, in the story, that just didn't pull me in. Eventually, with this game, I heard that it was going to be co-op, and I thought, cool, co-op action, third-person action title. I can play with my friends. I'm all about that shite. But I heard a bunch of bad shit about it after launch, and I'm like, okay, I'll wait. And plus, I had to wait anyways because I didn't get my PS4 until this summer. I got it with the release of Arkham Knight. Anyways, after I beat the shit out of Arkham Knight, I decided I would look around to see what other games might interest me. Oh, hell no. Back at you, motherfucker. Yeah, I decided to check this one out, and I found that there are bad reviews all across the board just because at launch it had too many bugs. Even for an Assassin's Creed game, it just had too many bugs. Systems shutting down because of it and all sorts of nonsense. But I decided I'd get it anyways because it was only $20, and so I tried it out, and that brought me to the 8 to 9 days of trying this game out and broadcasting. And you know what? I love it. I absolutely love the game. The character of Arno, who I'm playing as now, he's a very spirited character. I like it. As I tell people, he reminds me of a mashup between like Gambit and Aladdin, like Disney's Aladdin. And he has that street rat, charming street rat quality that I really find endearing. He's fun. Nothing against Altair really, but Altair is very serious, very devoted to the order and the history of it all. And I think Arno flies in the face of that. He's really kind of fun. He's quick-witted. He's always got one-liners. And he's just he has a commitment to justice, but it's a very personal one. He's not really in it for the order as much as he's doing it on a quest for personal redemption and protecting the people. And in that regard, he reminds me very much of a superhero, and I like that about him. He could easily fit in with Daredevil or Nightwing. Speaking of which, is why I have him decked out in all red like Daredevil. the red leather look, I'm a big fan of. But yeah, the game is brilliant, and I cannot say enough good things about it. Met a lot of cool people playing online. Have a lot of good friends that way. Been taking a long break from it, so I don't know when the next time I'll play with them is. But nonetheless, here we go. So where I left off in the story, I think pretty close to the final mission. I mean, he's already figured out who the true villain is behind this major plot. And essentially this whole game centers around a mystery. I don't know if the mystery is the right word, but yeah, I guess so. A case he's trying to solve since childhood. His father was an assassin. He didn't know it at the time. His father ends up getting murdered. He's left alone as an orphan. His childhood friend, he keeps in touch with her throughout the years. They're kind of love interests. And in his adult life, he's kind of a ne'er-do-well, if you will. This kind of, again, that street rat with no real responsibilities. And he watches his girlfriend's dad gets murdered. and he gets framed for it. And then he goes to jail. He meets an assassin. That assassin kind of gives him a new lease on life and sort of a way out and a way to use the resources of the Assassin's Guild to track down what he wants to find, and give him a higher purpose. And he joins and he learns everything he needs to learn. But yeah, he finds out there's this whole shady plot with with actually a traitor amongst the assassins, as well as some corrupt Templars and just some other corrupt politicians and important people in the city. I like it because it's just kind of one of those stories where the hero, initially is in it for personal reasons, selfish reasons even, and as the plot thickens, he slowly starts to realize there's more to it than that. He realizes how corrupt the whole city is and how much these people need his help.
Nul ne peut tromper la justice.
Okay, no trouble. Don't want anything from you. Like,
Jesus, Seneca. Moderate side.
I was helping you out. You guys don't like the guards. Oh wow, I didn't even know I was gonna do that. Cool.
Il faut l'envoyer à Bicêtre.
So, Darkseeker 656, how are you doing? What brings you to Twitch at this time? Well, for me this time of night, I have no idea where you're at.
Those who oppose us, die!
Oh, so sad. Thievery. Sweet. All right. Yeah. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Alright. Today's kind of a rare day recently where I have a day off. Just been chilling. Really? I swear I roared and ran right into him, but that's okay. Now, you could be cruel. I could just shoot the guy. But I try to have a little bit of pity on these thieves, after all. It's just hard times out here. Making poor decisions. Let that be a lesson to you. Yeah, that's right. Better step. Better step. Yeah, that's what I thought. You got these assholes. They kill people for political reasons. Oh shit! Well, yeah. So what? No, it's okay. I solved the crime. It's cool. I did your jobs for you. You can thank me later.
Oh, God! I'll rip you!
Every once in a while, I just like to leave a couple of them alive, let them suffer. Which, in my opinion, is actually a little bit worse. In some ways.
Patriots, die!
Oh, motherfucker. Have you no class? How dare you attack a man while he's skiing?
Stick him from the sides!
Oh! And we're done with you. Too bad, so sad. What else we're stealing from? Okie doke. Back on my way.
Que se passe-t-il?
Apparently this is just crying out. What do you get?
Stay right there!
Nope. Shh. He had it coming. These assholes just keep coming out the woodwork. More practice for me.